Mason has 3 campuses and 2 instructional sites, all within the Commonwealth of Virginia. But did you know that Mason also has a campus in South Korea? Yes, that's South Korea with Blackpink and BTS. This short documentary film highlights benefits of studying abroad at Mason's branch campus in South Korea. Additionally, it seeks to raise awareness for students, faculty, and staff at the Fairfax campus of the challenges our incoming students are facing. The Mason Korea campus is housed on the Incheon Global Campus, along with several other universities. As of spring 2021, almost 600 students were enrolled in Korea, and the number is growing. Many Mason Fairfax students, faculty, and staff travel to South Korea to spend a semester or two. So why should you be the next person to travel to Mason Korea?
My name is Alexa Batuin and I am a senior graduating this semester. I transitioned to Mason Fairfax from Mason Korea last fall 2020. No, I did not. I knew nothing about South Korea except for Korean skincare when I moved there. My experience in South Korea was amazing. I just experienced a lot of new things that I never did before. I was there for 2 years, got to travel, meet new people, eat amazing food, and I was just never bored because there was always something to do. Yes, I would. I highly recommend everyone to just spend at least 1 semester there, even if your major is not offered there. And it's because the community is so much smaller, you can meet so many new people from different backgrounds, and I am still into contact today with people I met in Mason, Korea.
Hi, my name is Courtney James. I graduated from Mason in summer of 2020. So the transition process from Fairfax to Songdo was actually pretty easy, I think. I think the first 2 weeks there are probably the hardest because you'll kind of feel a little lonely. You may not know other people at the campus yet, but I found it was really easy to make friends, and the staff members and other students there really welcomed me even my first few days on campus, and so I think it was a pretty easy transition. So if you are considering taking classes at Mason Korea, I highly recommend it. It's a really great opportunity to study abroad, but then you also are paying the same, if not less, tuition as you would at Fairfax. And you also don't have to deal with trying to transfer your credits because everything is already through the George Mason system. And if you do decide to study abroad, I highly recommend that you just keep an open mind and really take advantage of being in another country because there's so many great things that you can do outside of campus as well.
Though studying abroad is an option for many of us here in Fairfax, all Mason Korea students must transition to complete their U.S. college degree. Due to the quality of its education system and welcoming culture, higher education institutions in the U.S. attract the highest number of international students. On the other hand, because support and deep cross-cultural friendships from domestic students are rarely reported, international students tend to stick together with students from similar cultural backgrounds.
I go by Claire Jung, and I am currently in my junior year. And because of student council work that I'm obliged to for about a year, I'll be transitioning to Fairfax next year. And all Mason Korea students have to spend at least 2 semesters at the Fairfax campus, and this could be seen mainly because of the vast amount of resources and the options of classes that the Fairfax campus offers. And we need to complete those 2 semesters in Fairfax in order to graduate. Although I appreciate time on my own, reflecting on a lot of things, I consider myself as a very outgoing person. And because Fairfax is a very diverse campus in terms of the student body, I think it will offer me a whole different experience, which is different from the Mason Korea campus.
Many international students come to America with a distorted view of social life. However, soon after arrival, they find a clear discrepancy between their social expectations versus social reality.
My name is Sally, and I'm studying global affairs, and my minor is conflict analysis, and my transition was this semester. For the atmosphere, I thought that it would be like a party university since I heard that it's way bigger than George Mason Korea, but I realized due to COVID, we couldn't make a lot of friends. Although I did make some friends, but it wasn't more than I expected. So I kind of feel isolated from making friends and like experiencing the things that I wanted to do from when I was in George Mason Korea.
No matter which Mason campus you consider home, let's passionately work together in unity to celebrate our diversity.
I definitely think that it's a great opportunity for the students and the professors to have an experience in George Mason Korea, both learning and teaching. Because like I learned so much from the transition from George Mason Korea to the States, and I'm sure they will have a great experience too.
So just like how I felt very welcome on the Mason Korea campus, I think it would be great if all of our Fairfax students and staff members could also be very welcoming of our Mason Korea students. They usually are only in Fairfax for maybe a semester or two, so they don't have as much time. So I think it would be great if we can help them really have that Mason experience while they're in Fairfax as well.
Learn more at masonkorea.gmu.edu or studyabroad.gmu.edu to plan your next study abroad journey today.